Hi everybody and welcome back to Active Adventures.
We're here in the Active Adventures house and we're going to make some Play-Doh.
Play-Doh, yes! I love Play-Doh. Can we eat it?
I don't think you can eat Play-Doh, Brendan, but the ingredients are safe to eat.
Oh, or maybe I better not eat it.
Yeah, it's probably safe not to. Well, it sounds like Brendan's ready and I'm ready, so
let's go on an adventure!
We're here in the Active Adventures house and we're going to make Play-Doh.
Yes, I'm so excited. So Trav, what do we need to make Play-Doh?
Well, I did my due diligence. I've got my instructions. I'm going to follow them. So I have my flour, my salt, my oil, my cream of tartar and my measuring cup.
It's funny you say that because I did my due diligence and I went on the internet and I got my own recipe. So, I've got my mixing bowl.
Mixing bowl, very important.
I've got my bicarb soda, which you don't have, but
It looks like flour, but
it looks like flour. They look the same. And are you using water in yours?
I've got water, a cup of water. My instructions
cup of water.
say.
I might use vinegar because it also looks like water, but it doesn't taste like water.
Oh, Brendan. Well, so should we get started making our Play-Doh?
Let's get started.
Okay. So the first thing I've got to add a cup of flour. I want to make sure that I get the right amount because we always follow the instructions.
Now, I didn't print my instructions out, so I'm just going to wing it. I think you need a lot of this stuff.
Next up, a quarter cup of salt. There we go. So it's really simple to make Play-Doh, providing you follow the instructions I've found, because there aren't that many ingredients, so it's hard to go wrong.
Bicarb soda is disgusting. Alright, so you said a cup of water?
Yeah, a cup of water. Do you want the measuring cup?
No, I'm just going to do a pour of vinegar.
Not sure if that's how you make Play-Doh.
Is this Play-Doh?
Not yet.
Can I start over?
Yeah, let's start over and I'll get you some of my ingredients.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's clean up.
So now that we've cleaned up the mess from the Play-Doh I tried to make before, Trav's giving me a saucepan and he's going to talk me through what I need to do to make the Play-Doh. So what do I need first?
First step, 1 cup of flour, Brendan. And while he does that, I'll check the instructions for the next part of the recipe. Quarter a cup of salt.
1 cup of flour.
So while he works on that, I'll add my 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar from earlier.
There's 1 cup.
Alright, so you've got your cup of flour.
Yep, have a look.
Perfect. Next up, a quarter a cup of salt.
Quarter of a cup of salt.
We've done flour, we've done salt. Next up will be the water.
Takes forever to get this salt out.
Well, you can take the lid off to just carefully pour it out. There you go. It should be easy if you want a quarter of a cup. That will measure it out nicely. Mine's looking ready to stir up, so we'll just wait for Brendan to be done.
Half a cup, is that close enough?
It's a bit too much.
Close enough.
Okay, well there you go. Last thing, a tablespoon of oil. You don't want to spill this one, it's really hard to clean up. Okay. So a tablespoon, that's this big spoon right here. Not too much.
So a tablespoon.
Yeah, tablespoon, and then it will be 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar. And then you'll be ready to stir it up.
Great, is it? So this is a tablespoon, the big one.
It's a tablespoon, the big one.
Doesn't look like cream, this stuff.
I think it might be an expression.
Perfect.
Alright, I think we're ready to mix up.
So how do we mix it?
Well, we need to get some spoons. Should we get the spoons?
Let's get the spoon.
Well, we've got our spoons. It's time to mix up our mixture and then get it on the stove. Alright, Brendan? We want to make sure it's a nice, even consistency. Okay, it looks like mine's ready for the stove. It's like a cookie dough mixture. How's yours going, Brendan?
Mine looks like sand.
I think we might have to add the cup of water. Did we remember to add the water?
Oh, water!
Okay, 1 cup.
1 cup.
Alright, I'll go put mine on the stove while Brendan gets his water.
really like Play-Doh yet though. I had another cup. This is so much better. So now I'm going to put my Play-Doh on the stove. It's great to have an adult help here because you've got to be safe around fire and flames.
So what you want to do, you want to stir your mixture until it starts to start resembling like Play-Doh. So mine needs a bit more. You don't want it on too hot, probably just a medium heat, and keep stirring it so it doesn't get stuck to the bottom of the bowl.
Hey Trav, mine kind of looks a bit like milk.
It does look very watery. Did you follow the instructions with the water?
I put 1 cup in.
Oh, well, it should work then.
Oh, okay,
Let's keep going. All right, mine looks like it's just about finished. The temperature's good. There we go, Brendan, look at that.
Finished? There's no colour.
Oh, the colouring comes next. I'll go get the food colouring ready. You show everyone else how yours is going.
Kind of looks like scrambled eggs.
Okay, so I've got my Play-Doh. Sometimes you can add the food colouring before you mix it up, but I'm going to do it after, just because I want a couple of different colours. So I'm going to make a red, a blue, a yellow, and a green. What colours are you going to use, Brendan?
I'm going to use all of the colours.
Alright, so for those who have seen our pizza making episode, this is when you get to do some kneading. You want to knead the colour right through the Play-Doh. Come on down and have a look at what we've got. So I'm going to start with blue and just a couple of even dots around the outside, and I'll show you how to knead. So you want to roll it over, make sure all the food colouring stays on the dough, and then we just start rolling it over, and the blue will gradually feed through. What colour do you want first, Brendan?
I might start with the... Ooh, is this yellow?
That's a yellow.
I've got all Play-Doh on my fingers. Alright, so, bit of yellow. And then I massage it.
So remember to push down through your base of your hand, Brendan. So you're going to flatten it out like that. And eventually, you start to get a nice even colour through your Play-Doh.
Mine's not working like yours, Trav. I just can't get mine the same as Trav. I know what it is. I've used yellow, you're using blue. The blue must work better to make Play-Doh.
Well, why don't you try blue and I'll try yellow.
Okay.
Okay, so my blue is finished. Man, your hands are really sticky, Brendan.
Yeah.
Alright, so yellow. So again, you want to flatten it out and knead.
A bit of blue.
Alright, some yellow. A few even drops around, and then you want to fold it over and start using sort of the base of your hand like that to get it through. Alright. This yellow's starting to look pretty good, Brendan, so I'm not sure what was wrong with yours earlier.
There's something must be wrong with this blue, I think, because it's not really...
Maybe try the green or red.
Yeah, man. I might need some help, Trav. My hand's covered in Play-Doh.
Alright, so where do you want the green?
Right there, please.
Alright, so you want to put the even drops around the outside, just so you can fold it over. Now you don't need too much, but if I know Brendan, he'll want a bit more.
Yeah, lots of green.
There you go. So when I finish the yellow, I might get a green colour myself.
Oh no, I've got an itchy nose.
Oh, you might want to wash your hands first, I think, maybe, Brendan.
Oh, wash my hands first.
Alright, now that I've done yellow, I might move on to red and green, and then I'll be finished.
Is there something on my face? Nah. Oh. Nah.
Alright, so I've moved on to the red now. So I've put my food colouring right through it, and I'm just going to keep folding it over and mashing it together. Another fun way to do it is just to squish it between your hands, and you're just making sure all that food colouring goes right through to all the little bits of Play-Doh. And eventually we get a nice blue and nice yellow. It does take a little bit of time, but it's worth it in the end. Okay, now that I've done the blue, the yellow and the red, the final colour I've got is the green. So,
Hey Trav, look, I made a house out of my Play-Doh.
wow, you've got all the green. What happened to your blue and yellow, Brendan?
I don't know. I did have blue and yellow.
Would you like to use a bit more?
Ooh. I think I'm going to stay with green. I like green.
So now that I'm finally rubbing the last of my food colouring through the green, I'm nearly finished. You want to come have a last look up front? So I've got my food colouring around the outside. Now I'm just going to roll it over, use my kneading technique, and then I'll mush it all together. Alright, the green's mixed all the way through my Play-Doh, so I think that's a great bit of Play-Doh done. So now I've got my blue, yellow, red, green, all ready to go. I think that was pretty successful. High five. Oh. What happened?
I'm not quite sure, Trav. It wasn't going good from the start, actually. But I can kind of make some things with it.
Well, speaking of making things, I've got the shape so we can start making some patterns.
That sounds great.
All right, I'll go find them. Okay, now that we've got our Play-Doh, it's actually time to play with it. So I brought out our shapes. I've got a star, a circle, so I'm going to make a pizza base and use this fancy device to make a pattern on top. Brendan, you pick yours.
Oh my goodness. There's a butterfly. I'm going to make a butterfly pizza.
All right, come in and have a look, guys. All right, so I've got my pizza base. The trick is to push it down all the way. I like to give it a little twist. And look at that, I've got my pizza base. For on top, I'm gonna go some blue icing on top. So now that I've put all the Play-Doh in here, I'm gonna push through and squeeze it out. I actually get to choose the design. And I'm gonna choose a nice circle. Okay, so Brendan, you might wanna use this next. So if I start us off, there you can see coming out like that. So I'll put it in a long line and I might make, oh, I wonder if you can tell what I'm gonna make. So one.
Is it a elephant?
It's not an elephant.
The Eiffel Tower.
It is a smiley face pizza.
I should have known that one.
All right, so I'll reset it so you can have a go.
Well, I gotta get my base first. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it on a butterfly base.
Oh, do your butterfly
I'm
base.
gonna put my butterfly there, then I'm gonna push it down.
While you do that, I'm gonna make a star.
I've lost the butterfly. Oh no.
Oh, look at that fantastic star. And I'm gonna change up my colours.
Alright, there's my butterfly. Now I've got to get this, fill it up.
I'm gonna make another heart. Oh, a heart on a heart. Oh, this is so good, and it's so easy to do as well.
So what do I do now that I've filled this thing?
So once you've filled it up, you put that in the top and squeeze it out.
Ooh. I love this thing. Fill it back up.
Now I'm gonna make a birthday cake with multiple layers.
Do some more. Wow, Trav, look at everything that you've made.
Yeah, so the trick is just to take your time, follow the instructions, and have fun.
I'm gonna call mine the Snot Explosion.
That's like a fancy 3-layered cake.
Oh,
Not for eating though.
maybe just a little nibble.
Maybe just a nibble.
I'm tasting blue.
It is blue. Okay, so I've finished making my Play-Doh. As you can see, I've made a little cake. So I've got a moon shape, star shape, love heart, smiley face, a star, and, well, the pretend cake that Brendan had a bite out of. What have you done, Brendan? Wait, where's your Play-Doh, Brendan?
Stuck to my hand.
Maybe we should wash up and maybe you could take yours outside to wash up?
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's a good idea. Don't forget your board.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Ah, there we go. Well, thanks for joining us today for another Active Adventures. We've had so much fun in the Active Adventures house making Play-Doh. Now that I'm all clean, it's time... Wait, where's Brendan? I thought he'd be back by now. Although his hands were pretty messy. How's it going, Brendan?
Trav, I'm having trouble. It's not coming off, it's stuck on my face. Ooh.
Ooh, sounds like Brendan might need some help. I might go help him. Well, that's all the time we've got today. Remember to hit like and subscribe on our YouTube and Facebook for our next Active Adventure.